Hey guys, I'm here to do a book haul. I did this once already and my camera died, so I only charged it part way. I signed up for Amazon Prime last night because I had a free trial of it right before Christmas, and I got spoiled because with Amazon Prime you get free express shipping, which is you get your packages within 2 days. Of course, there's no tax, and they just have great prices. I do have a membership to Barnes & Noble because I forgot to cancel my trial membership with them, but I noticed that a lot of their books, hardbacks, are still $16.99 and $17.99 online. So obviously I'm not going to pay that when I know I can get it cheaper at Amazon. And yes, if you spend at least $25 at Amazon, you get free standard shipping, but that's been taking like 10 days, and I have no patience. So I talked my husband into getting me the membership, so we went ahead and ordered that last night. And because of that, books that I had previously ordered like 2 weeks ago are now being shipped out instead of me having to still wait. They weren't going to be here till next week. I actually already got a package today, and the 5th and 6th is I should be getting like the remainder of my books. So I will have pretty decent hauls Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. So anyways, the first book I actually got from Goodreads, and I've seen this book around, but I keep passing it up because I thought it was like a romantic novel, and I am just not one of those people. And speaking of that, I just finished 20 Boy Summer by, oh my gosh, Ackler. Oh boy, that's pretty bad. I just had a brain block thing. Anyways, and I was kind of nervous on reading that, and I put it into my Chicklet Challenge, and it was the first book I read for the new year and for the Chicklet Challenge, and I'm actually so glad that I read that book. I almost got rid of it without reading it because it was so not what I thought it was going to be. So not. I already have my review up on Goodreads on that, and I have my review up on my blog on that, so you need to check those out. So anyways, I got this book after reading about what it was about. Forget You by Jennifer Eccles. She's the author of Going Too Far. This book is actually short in height. It's an MTV book. And for those of you that don't know, I'll read the back. It says, "There's a lot Zoe would like to forget. Like how her father has knocked up his 24-year-old girlfriend. Like Zoe's fear that the whole town will find out about her mom's nervous breakdown. Like darkly handsome bad boy Doug taunting her at school, feeling like her life is about to become a complete mess. Zoe fights back the only way she knows how, using her famous attention to detail to make sure she's the perfect daughter, the perfect student, and the perfect girlfriend to ultra-popular football player Brandon. But then Zoe is in a car crash, and the next day there's one thing she can't remember at all, the entire night before. Did she go parking with Brandon like she planned? And if so, why does it seem like Brandon is avoiding her? And why is Doug, of all people, suddenly acting as if something significant happened between the two of them? Zoe dimly remembers Doug pulling her from the wreck, but he keeps referring to what happened that night as if it was more. And it terrifies Zoe to admit how much is a blank to her. Controlled, meticulous Zoe is quickly losing her grip on the all-important details of her life, a life that seems strangely empty of Brandon and strangely full of Doug. So that's what this book is about. So it doesn't sound like all romance. It actually sounds pretty darn good. So, the next book I got, are you coming in?
I guess.
Okay, come on. Hurry up. Alright, the next book I got, well, you guys know that I got Beautiful Creatures last week. And this time I got Beautiful Darkness. Another beautiful cover. And just, it feels, like, I can't describe the feeling of it. I don't know, but, very pretty too, of course. Like this one's, the purple, and this one's like that teal. It's so pretty. It's actually the same color as my camera almost.
Not really.
So anyways, you guys know, I'm sure what this book's about. And it's the second one anyways.
Beautiful Darkness?
Yeah.
Black Darkness that's beautiful.
Okay. The next one I got is by Bloomsbury. And Krista from the Story Siren got a review copy, I think, or ARC or whatever, of this months ago. And it just came out recently. It's called No and Me by Delphine de Vigan. And this one is actually, it's about, let's see, it says, Lou Bertignac doesn't see things the way other girls do. She has an exceptionally high IQ, 160, and she likes to hang out at the train station to watch people saying goodbye, Tuesdays and Fridays only. She's that popular, and her parents are too wrapped up in their own problems to pay attention, to her quirks. But everything changes when a school project brings Lou face to face with No, a teenage girl who's been living on the streets of Paris. What starts out as a series of casual interviews, where do you sleep, how do you eat, soon turns serious when Lou persuades her parents to let No move in with them. Once under the same roof, Lou and No begin to open up to each other and discover they have more in common than they ever imagined. But when No's past comes back to haunt her, Lou is forced to realize that simply giving No a place to live may not be enough to break the powerful hold the secret has on her. Heartbreaking and hopeful, No and Me offers a compelling look at the bonds of friendship and family and the true meaning of home. So that sounds, I think, pretty darn good. So yeah. This is the author's first novel for young readers. And then the last book I got is by Robin Benway. And I actually had Audrey Waite, which she also wrote, and I got rid of it without reading it because I kept going back and forth, and I have so many books. I'm like, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to be into it. But I ended up getting her new book, The Extraordinary Secrets of April, May, and June, just because I really liked the cover for one. I love the colors, and just, yeah.
I'm dizzy.
So this one is about, it says, if there's anything stronger than magic, it's sisterhood. I hugged my sisters and they fit against my sides like two jigsaw pieces that would never fit anywhere else. I couldn't imagine ever letting them go again. Like releasing them would be to surrender the best parts of myself. When they moved to a new town after their parents' separation, sisters April, May, and June recover special powers from childhood. Powers that come in handy when dealing with the living nightmare that is high school. The powers also help them cope with the hardest year of their lives. But could the magic have a greater purpose? April, the oldest, can see the future. Middle child May can literally disappear. And the youngest, June, reads minds. But when April gets a vision of disaster, the girls must come together to save the day or risk falling apart forever. So that just sounded kind of fun. So, yeah. So those are the 4 books that I got. And it looks like these chapters, it tells you who is talking or who, is narrating it by the big name on the top. So, yeah. So it's sounds pretty good. Like I said, I have a majority of them coming Wednesday and Thursday, so look out for that. And I think that's about it, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.